It's your boy, Boss Cowboy. And it's a lot going on around Cowboy Nation, man. It's almost like when you're cooking your barbecue and you put too much lighter fluid on them coals and that fire just burst up. Yeah, that's what's going on right now in the nation. And expectedly so. Expectedly so. Because the trade deadline is coming up. And you got teams angling, preparing, right? And we won. So it looked like the Dallas Cowboys trying to get serious about making some moves and doing some things that can maybe even get us in a better place as we prepare for potential playoffs. So here at Boss Cowboy Sports, we're going to be talking about it. Look at all these rumors about the Dallas Cowboys. Look at all these rumors surrounding us every day. So yeah, we're going to be talking about these rumors. We're going to be talking about it all. The Neville, the Quinn, the receivers. What can we do to improve, prepare, and then just enjoy. So as usual, man, y'all sit back in the cut, man. Boss Cowboy gonna be right back. Let's go. Yes, indeed, man. Y'all welcome. We're gonna have them phone lines going today. So y'all definitely get on in this building. Come on. So welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, man. As you can see, we got a lot of rumors that's going on. A lot of rumors. Obviously, on Wednesdays, we turn the page. We don't talk about the previous opponents, whether we won or lost. But like I said in the intro, man, this stuff came up today like you threw some lighter fluid on some flames. And like I said, it's trade deadline, so it's going to be active. It's active right now. That's what's going on. It's a lot of activity before the trade deadline. And then, I just want to talk about it. I want to break it down together with the family, and just kind of go through the options that we have. So, obviously we go talk about the Neville Gallimore, first. But y'all give me 1 second. Let me set up this phone, not this phone, my chat stuff. So I think I got it going now. So here we go. Let me test it. Okay. It didn't work. Let me try one more thing. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all be patient with your boy. Okay. I got it. Here we go. All right. There it is. Yep. Boom. All right, now it's gonna work. Okay. And voila. Boom. All right, so I got it going. Everything is good to go. Let me do one more thing. And then we gonna be really cooking. Yep, we cooking. All right, here we go. So, first things first. So, obviously, everybody been hearing about this Neville Gallimore stuff, right? And at first, I wasn't gonna deal with this. I wasn't gonna deal with it because it's like, I ain't gonna deal with no rumors. But then, you know, he wiped his social media stuff. And I say, shit, here we go.
Yoga fire.
Here we go. What is this? And then, you know, I got to think it through because, you know, the rumors was being that they looking to trade. And when you hear teams leak that they looking to trade, sometimes they try to find potential suitors, so they start putting your name out there. But usually they come out and they say, we not looking to trade, even when your name hasn't been brought up. And they do that as a way to bring your name up, right? So, and Neville Gallimore would be a shocker to me to be traded, especially because he would be being traded in an area that we need. So that don't make sense to me. You know, that don't make sense to me. And so, yeah, I've been hearing this too. My boy Chris Davis came out. He said he's in a doghouse. And it's like, you know, that type of stuff. For what? Like, I'm so tired of hearing stuff like doghouse. I'm only concerned about how's he playing. That's it. But the only downside about Neville Gallimore is he hasn't been really splashing. You know, it hasn't been like, you know, no major standouts. And so then obviously we get Jonathan Hopkins. And when we get Jonathan, that is, in my opinion, a clear upgrade, you know? So, and why are you wiping your stuff on social media? Why? Right? Why? Because see, when you're doing stuff like that, it does give credence to people that would say you in a doghouse, because frankly, it looks emotional. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I agree. My boy Anthony said, but boss, the Cowboys figured they addressed the need. And I agree with Jonathan. Yeah, and I agree. They definitely did. It was a need. It was something I identified as a need. I identified before they even got him. I said our number one target should be Sue. Even over linebacker, even though I know we need linebacker and our linebackers haven't been playing as good. When you look at the depth that we have, I was like, you know, we got a lot of people that could step in there. I believe in Harper. I believe in Clark. I believe those guys can go out there and do their thing, right? Cox, especially Cox as a big nickel, or you can define him as a strong side linebacker, which would be the same as a big nickel, but you wouldn't have to never sub him out, especially if you're going against a 12 personnel or even sometimes an 11 with three receivers. So they got some opportunities at linebacker and a lot of depth. So it wasn't surprising to me that they got Jonathan, you know. But then when I see, you know, that you wipe your social media, Dallas Cowboys mostly, and let's just use our common sense. First of all, come on, y'all. Come on. First of all, that's emotional. I already said that. That's number one. Number two, that's a lot of work. When you start scrubbing your social media, I don't care how you play it down. I don't care how you play it down. You can try to play it down. But you did a lot of work to get rid of. It looks very, very, and my boy Swain say NG safe. I would hope so, Swain. I would hope so. You know, but I'm just being honest as I'm trying to read the tea leaves. Y'all let me know am I tripping, right? And I'm just using my common sense. If I go on there and I start wiping down, and this is the thing, the timing of it. Like, you want to do that right around the time we picking up Jonathan? It looks like you're scorned, right? You know what I'm saying? It's the appearance is wrong. See, that's why I labeled this show rumors. Obviously, this ain't something about we ain't gonna be able to prove none of this. We ain't gonna be able to prove none of this. But it's super, like, yeah, Sugar Daddy says suspect. Yeah, it's suspect. The timing of all of this stuff, it does look messy. It does maybe say he could be messy. Because that's a very young Gen X type of move. I'm just being honest, you know. And see, then think about the Dallas Cowboys. If you display any kind of drama, we get rid of people like that. See, Big Santana, see, I'm glad you're in the house. Sometimes you need your brothers from D-Town. This is my big bro from Dallas. Big Santana, you just said it how it is, bro. This is bitter baby mama move, bro. See, I needed somebody from my Metroplex to say it, because I couldn't say it right until my brother came in here. And then C say, yeah, see, I feel you. Weird on both sides. Yes, this is weird. And then I feel you. Keep Neville, right? Because even though he wasn't really popping, like just popping off the tape, right? It wasn't no just clear explosion like when he first appeared as the new one tech last year, where he debuted against the Washington Commanders and he just demolished them. It was outstanding. It gave us a whole lot of hope in the one tech position. It gave us a whole lot of hope. But then he kind of, just a little bit, just a little bit. He wasn't bad, but he kind of, it's especially when you come out, when you come out and you come out banging, like you banging, right? Then everybody gonna be like, oh, I want to see Mo. I want to see Mo. And you ain't really see no Mo. Oh, see, I'm glad y'all in here. See, y'all see, this is why I love. Here we go. My boy say emotional damage, bro. See,
Yoga fire.
See, we gotta say it like it's in a barbershop, bro. That boy say emotional damage.
Yoga fire. Yoga flame.
And see, John with a good theory. Look, didn't Neville Gallimore gain a lot of weight this offseason? Maybe he gained too much and lost some of his bursts. Right, because remember when he was coming out of Oklahoma, that boy ran a 4.79.
Yoga fire.
And looked like he was gonna be a very good 3 tech.
Yoga fire.
I would say
Yoga
he was
flame.
our most natural 3 tech coming in.
Yoga fire.
But then they, put some weight on him and move him to that 1. And like I said, he came out firing against the Washington Commanders, and then shortly after that,
Bruh.
what happened, dog? Damn that!
Finish him.
I'm gonna get that, but I promise you, that's gonna be my next button. Damn that!
Bruh.
So, you know, I hope they keep him. I do. I hope they keep him. But that trade deadline, this is the thing. Yeah. See, I'm glad we talking good football in here. See, y'all talking that good ball. This is why I like doing talks with y'all. Move him back to the 3. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you another clap. I'm gonna give you 2 for that. I'm gonna give you 2. Come on now, clap button. And see, y'all talking that good ball in here. See, look at these comments. My boy Tariq say he's not a 1 tech, he's a 3. We just said that. But then Tariq come in with some more. He said we need to keep him for a deep run in the playoffs. Let me get another hand up in here. Come on, button. There you go. Need it. Yeah. So whatever it is, they need to clean it up. I don't care what it is, man. So listen, let's take some phone calls. We got the phone lines open. Y'all can talk about whatever y'all talk about. I already got my next subjects already queued up, but we just talking about some of these latest rumors that's been coming out, and I just want to give my take on it, you know. But my take on it is basically it is very scorned behavior. Like when you start, you still on a team, dog. You don't do that. Boss Cowboy Sports. Hold on real quick. Hold on. Say it again.
Yeah, boss. This Coach Mark.
What's up, Coach?
Yeah, it's real messy, man. You kind of figure something was wrong when he was inactive on Sunday. That was a big sign right there, boss, that something was going on with Neville Gallimore. But I have always said Neville Gallimore doesn't play with his hands enough for me. And I hear y'all talking about moving to the 3. He's not a better 3 than Osa. He's not a better 3 than Hill. If he ain't playing with his hands, 3 is not going to do him no good.
Right.
And if you watch his tape, he's a shoulder guy. He's a brutal, but he's a shoulder guy, and you understand the NFL. If you don't play with your hands, power in your hands with heavy hands, being a shoulder guy in the NFL gets you turned easily, and you can get moved right or left based off, without using those hands to be able to stay square as well as to move right or left. And College Watson, as I went back in the tape, the Cowboys saw that they bought College Watson up, but College Watson is a pick size type guy, and he's definitely not. When you talk about run stop, he's definitely not what you want.
Right.
So this gives them more rotation. Plus, this gives the guy that's been playing. You ain't got to worry about getting this guy up to speed or getting him in shape. He's already been playing. The tape that you showed with him playing with the Raiders looks good. I seen his interview today. He understands his job. His job is coming. He's a wily veteran. His job is to come in here and stop the run. That's what he's coming in here to do. And something's going on with Gallimore.
Yes,
I guarantee you, if we look back at the tape, we could probably see some where he's not playing well at all. And then if you're not playing well and you got an attitude, that can put you on the outs.
Right.
You know? So you got to have the right attitude when you're not playing well.
Yes. Right. Thank you.
Yoga fire.
If you ain't got the right attitude, you ain't playing well. I've always said, you know, it's not about a player that's not playing well, because you can work with a guy to get him back going if he realizes that he got some problems. But when you're not coachable and you're fighting the critiques, the constructive criticism, then you know we got too many linemen in the building for you to do that. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
too many linemen in the building.
It's too many in the building for you to be wiping your stuff, dog.
Yeah, and the train is rolling.
And the
train is rolling, so you can't have nobody that's going to mess up the chemistry and not be all bought in to trying to get better.
Exactly.
So that's the way. No, that's the way it goes. And I think we listen. And I, you know, me and you have been talking about linebacker. But I believe what you said. I think we got enough depth at linebacker if they allow these guys to get a chance.
Right. Just keeping it real. Yep.
Just keep it real. I mean, we got the depth at linebacker.
Yep.
There's no need to go get another guy. We hadn't looked at everybody.
Right.
Now, they went and got defensive linemen because they don't look at all the defensive linemen they had for the last 6 games.
Facts.
So, and after 4 or 5 games, if you ain't got it, we try to find some help someplace else. So that's the way that goes, and I think they're not going to be able to get rid of. They might not be able to trade Gallimore for anything. So he probably going to be on the team. He needs to get his head together and say, hey, he's just an injury away from being back out there. So when you scrub when you get that upset and be all like that, man, that's crazy. You're an injury away from being back on the field.
You messing with your money. That screams immaturity. It does. Let's just keep it real. It screams immaturity. Now we none of us know exactly what's going on, but it's also about the optics, and it's also about how are you marketing yourself.
Right.
That's reality.
And you don't have that much great tape. See, that's what I think young players need to understand, that you don't have enough great tape that can have an attitude.
That's simple. It's just that simple. Hey, coach. This summer I was working out with one of my friends who train a lot of these NFL athletes, and he was getting ready to have a workout with all of them guys, and one of the young guys came in late. And this is what he told him. He said, "You are not good enough to be late."
No.
And some people was like, "He's being mean." He like, no, that's honest. You got to be a star to have drama, to have any kind of drama. Now, that's Coach, right. I want to say one thing too. Now, some of y'all ain't gonna like me for this, but I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna run this by you, Coach. But sometimes the timing could be good on something like this, especially with a team that had penalty problems. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want to use people as examples to say you could be next. Stay hungry.
Oh yeah, and then you have started to feel that. Then we have started to feel that with some of the guys that we have said that have played well, and I'm not saying they played bad, but some of the attention to detail, like the Anthony Browns, the cursed with some coverage. I'm not saying they played totally bad, but this is a straightening rod to the locker room to make you get back on point.
Right.
Because when you see another guy that was in the rotation gone, so now you either got to buy in and tighten back up because you got a feeling that you could be next.
Yep.
But you got a problem with that, boss. We got one problem with that.
What's that?
The problem, and it goes right back to what we've been preaching about for the longest. And we watch it. We watch film. We watch tape. We have showed it. We have put it out there. We have showed the tape. There has been other people that put tape out there, showed it.
Right.
If you allow LVE to play and not create a competition with him, then when you try to do this, it comes on deaf ears.
Yeah.
See, you can't do it from here and not do it there.
Right. Because
regardless of the fact, these guys, yes, you may see a communication with the guys on the sideline. There's nothing wrong with being, you can like guys, and guys can be, man, I like that guy, man. He's a good guy, man. That's my boy. We can go out and maybe drink a beer together. But when it comes to playing and doing your job and being physical and being a dog, the players know who are the dogs and who playing and who not.
Yeah, they know the dogs. Yeah.
They already know, so
everybody knows.
You have to create a competition. In every position, there's only one position that there's no competition at.
Yeah. So basically, even if you try to reshuffle culture by getting rid of Neville Gallimore, it's not going to work. It's just not. You're right. It's not going to work if it's not consistent across the board. Because you can't,
and you need to have it consistent across the board.
You can't say we trying to fix the run with one position. You can't. You can't say we trying to fix the run because we brought in Jonathan. That's not enough. If you really trying to fix the run, we need to see some reshuffling everywhere. With Anthony Barr, with LVE, with that front. It need to be some people afraid. If you want to fix the culture of penalties, it need to be some people afraid. I agree, Coach. Let me get to these points.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish your point.
But like I said, man, and you made that interesting point. I think the fans need to know that when your run defense is collective of a lot of people, and they have to work very like the movement of the hand. So they really have to work together. And if you have a problem with the run, one guy, defensive lineman guy, is not going to correct it. You got it's when you have these run issues on some places, you have a collective of guys that are not doing their job correctly or not feeding off each other correctly. And the only way you're gonna stop the run, you're gonna have to be physical. Physicality is what's gonna help you stop the run, because you have to have a mentality of coming towards the line of scrimmage to stop the run. So yes, this may be a good Band-Aid, and this guy may look really good in the run game, but if he doesn't have attacking linebackers behind him, he can disrupt all he wants, but you still will get 4 or 5 yards because we got guys still standing in one spot. One guy's just standing in one spot at 5 yards off the ball. That's where he stays. And the other guy in Barr, I think his wheels are gone. I think he does well in certain things and setting the edge, but as for him moving side to side or attacking holes, from time to have caught up with him, he may have lost a step here and there. And he's a big guy, so when a big guy loses step, he seems a little slower, and he's not getting there. He's getting there a tick late. So that's why we need to influx on these young guys that we got sitting over there and give them a opportunity to go out there and at least get some plays and to see how well they do. But I don't think they get no snaps at all.
They not.
So, and that's the question I have with that, is that if we talked about we was giving, and I'm gonna go to Cox, and a lot of people may not like Cox what they saw. Well, I like my evaluation of him in the film of the preseason game. He played very well. He was very aggressive. My thing is, if we were trying to wean him in to the rotation last year before he got hurt, what's happening now that we're not weaning him in at all?
Right. Well, I gotta answer.
That's just that one I don't understand, because the only place you can play him, if you play him, it's almost like we don't want to play him because maybe it might be a situation where, you know, he's not getting the mental part down. But
no.
I can't say that. I don't believe that either. That's got to be.
You don't give him.
Got to be the only thing, because it ain't the athletic part.
Yeah, and you gave him reps as a rookie. This is second year in the same defense.
Right.
No.
So if he gets in the game, and I think our fans will see, if these young guys get in the game, you're gonna see where our defensive one is gonna get faster from the second level, which is gonna cut a lot of those outside runs off. It's gonna help us when teams try to screen us, because we're going to be faster and more attacking at the linebacker position. And it's going to give, even when Parsons plays linebacker, it's going to give him a person that's aggressive, that's going to bring the play to him where he doesn't have to chase it.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
No,
if you got another guy that's attacking with speed, they're going to bring the play to Parsons, where Parsons is going to be able to eat even more. Instead, he's going to have to, you don't have the attack person,
right,
and he's have to chase the play down. And that's all we're talking about, trying to make this defense. And I think we just give them some packages and give them a chance, because we really need to know if the linebacker position is going to play better. But, you know, as me and you, boss, we talked before, with the defense doing so well, it's very hard for people to really visualize that our defense has some flaws.
Yeah, the man's covering
because
it up.
They're playing so well.
Yeah, the unit is covering up the flaws of some of the players out there. But let me address,
and we don't have,
Coach, let me
I want to say this right quick, boss.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have, listen, if you collectively put our players one-on-one, we know Parsons is a great player. We don't have ultimately great players, all pros at every position.
No.
But our depth and our drop-off from 1 to 2 is the best in the NFL.
Right.
We got so many guys that do so many different things that if you have a weak link, sometimes the collection of some of the parts make the weak link not look as bad.
Yeah.
But when you get in crucial games and games get tight and you really have to lean on that weakest link really being strong, because we're going to be in some tight games, we just hope it don't be a glaring part at that particular time and shows its face and we have a problem.
Right.
So,
right, Coach, I got you.
That's all we
Let me get to the
saying.
next point, Coach. Let me get to the next point. I'm gonna get to the next. But I appreciate it, Coach, man. Always. All right.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. And I hope I just hope one of your points is Ezekiel Elliott, man. I'm really worried about that, man.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Call back in if we don't talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, appreciate that, Coach. All right. So, one of the things about linebacker that's not gonna change. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, when LVE is breaking down the whole defense, that means he's been viewed as a leader. They not making no changes with LVE. I'm just being honest with you. They not. They would move Anthony Barr before they would move LVE. So the only thing that's gonna have to happen is we gotta pray and hope that LVE just becomes what he has not been. He has not been a downhill linebacker. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Going into Chicago, I'm gonna give y'all a fair warning. if it's any game that's gonna fully expose any weaknesses in our linebackers, it's getting ready to be this one. It's gonna be this one. Because this game is gonna be a downhill test. This is gonna be a test of toughness with the linebackers. I think Anthony Barr go pass that test. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though he's lost a step, it's one thing that he hasn't lost, and that's his willingness to go head up. Straight up. So, that's what I think is going on. That's exactly what I definitely think is going on with this linebacker stuff. We moved to linebacker. We was really talking about first the rumor of Neville. And so as I conclude on Neville, to be honest, man, you better go on. That boy say you sound nervous, man. Nervous for what? No, I ain't nervous for nothing. This is just the reality of our opponent. We know they gonna commit to the run, and they're very physical. It's just what it is. This gonna be one of our most physical games. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be one of, and so if right now we saying the key to stopping the run, we got to get us a run stopper. I think this was a good move, but this next game go continue the conversation of linebacker. Mark my words. So my next question before we take some more calls. All right. My next question. From the rumors. All right. So we just dealing with all the recent rumors because it's a lot of rumors. Okay. My next question is, does Dallas need weapons? Okay. Do we need weapons? Well, let's look at it. So we got CeeDee Lamb, who is named our number one. Hold on, let me go back. See, I want to go back to linebackers. So hold on. Let me before that. I saw Daisy ask a question. She said, "Boss, shouldn't we just get a middle linebacker?" Yes and no. So let me answer that. Let me answer why I say yes and no. The reason why we should now is because time is up. You have not given the other linebackers a look to know what you got. So at this point, if you in an all-in mode, if you trying to go all in, it's best to play your cards when it's sure. Because now, even with the young linebackers, you would be gambling. Because you only have preseason as proof. My boy Spock say, what's the call-in number? All right, let me give you this call-in number. And when I open up the call lines, be the first to call. The call-in number is 213-205-9022. Make sure you write that down, because when I open up the phone lines, call in. Yeah, thank you, Sadiqa. If you could put the call line in and pin it to the chat so everybody be ready. All right, when we open back up the phone lines. But going back to what I was saying with these receivers, okay? So first, we got CeeDee Lamb, who's being pitched to be the number one. So I want y'all to really put in the comments, do you believe CeeDee Lamb is a number one? And I want everybody to participate. I don't want no, and I'm talking about as of today. I'm not talking about he's on his way, I believe in him. No. I don't want, not right now, not for this exercise. Is he a number one? Oh man, they voting. The votes are coming in. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. No. Hold on. Somebody, my boy, Mr. Ramos say, not yet. Sheila Neal says yes. Keystone says, nope, boss.
Yoga fire.
Oh, Vundell Jackson said, hell no. Wait. No. True Vibes. No. Roderick. No. Wait. Sugar Daddy. He said, number one. Paul. No. Montana. No. Whoa. I'm showing y'all these votes. Nope. You can pin it. Okay, I'll pin it. I'll pin it in a minute. We got a yes. H-Town Cowboy say yes. Chris Davis, no. L, no. Daisy Clark, not yes, boss. This ain't funny. Kobe, no. Steve Smith, no. No, but could be easily. Yeah. Woo! Big Santana from D-Town. Oh, man. Too soft and emotional for me. Ooh. Sadiqa, even Miss Nice Sadiqa with the no. Damn. No, man, it is overwhelmingly no up in here, dog. I can't even keep up with y'all. Man, I can't keep up with all these no's, man. Y'all overwhelming me with these no's. No, sir. John, 1B, so that means no. Let me see. God dog. Casey, nope. God dog. Bobby Garrett, no. So, my first question, this was my first question. God dog. Does Dallas need weapons? Okay. So most of us would say, as of today, he is not giving us confidence as a number one. Even though he's productive, we all, not all, because it's not unanimous. Now, I do believe us having a census like this is important. I believe us having a census like this is important because when somebody is a number, oh, we getting a lot of yeses now. Okay, so we gotta hold on. Oh, I know y'all asking, does Dallas need a weapon? Now y'all answering that. It's a lot of yeses now. Okay, I get it now. So does Dallas need a weapon? Now I'm seeing a whole bunch of yeses. Because this is why a census is important. Because with a number one, we kind of know it. Like, I shouldn't have to plead and give you a statistical case on why he is technically, numerically a number one. Nah, when somebody is a playmaking receiver, you kind of know it, right? It kind of, they shut the crowd up. They make you know. Yeah, and see, this is a fantastic question. He said, does Gallimore scheme have a number one wide receiver? Well, I would say this. The targets for CeeDee Lamb is way up and way over what Amari Cooper was last year. So he's getting the targets. He's getting the opportunities. You know? But with the reason why I also asked as of today, right? Why is as of today so important to ask that question? Is he a number one, right? Because the trade deadline is next week. So at some point, you got to stop the period in which you analyze these guys to determine, are they on the path you want them to be? So as of today, it's pretty overwhelming that we don't trust him as a featured weapon for Dallas. So to that question, on that question, we do need a weapon. Yeah, if we stopped at Amari, okay. But let's look closer. James Washington. Do we need a weapon? And do you believe in James Washington? Do you believe that James Washington is going to come in and make a big difference for the Dallas Cowboys? Now, I can say Dak Prescott has got a lot of receivers paid that came in womp. Okay? Remember, Amari Cooper came in womp. That is a fact. Amari Cooper, when he was coming from the Raiders, he was womp. So there's a chance that James Washington could be restored. Y'all remember Randall Cobb? When he came, he was womp. And Dak restored him. But see, this is the thing. This is why I love y'all, man. My boy Toot, he took the words right out of my mouth. Toot, y'all give Toot a hand, please. Give Toot a hand. Please. Clap it up for Toot. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up for Toot. Give Toot a hand. Just like CeeDee Lamb, the time is up because we don't know, because he been hurt all year. I missed the super chat. Hold on, what I missed? Hold on, boss, I missed the super chat. Hold on, let me try to find these super chats. If I missed it, just double up on the next one. No, I'm just playing. I don't see it though, dog. All right, let me check my phone. Y'all give me a second. Yeah, but let me try to do two things at once. All right, so see, the problem is we don't know. That's the problem. Okay, so when you a contending team, do you want to just have faith that James Washington gonna be okay, or do you want to know? Do you want to know? Right? Because right now, we don't know. We do not know. We don't have no idea because we didn't see him in preseason. We saw him in a couple of practices, and the problem is almost every practice he kept getting hurt. So, if we going down the line, just talking about the receivers, do you trust James Washington? And I want everybody to answer just like we did with CeeDee Lamb. Let the vote begin. I will be watching. This is fun. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I found the super chat now. Hold on. I found it. Give me 1 second. Let me go pull it up. God damn. See, listen, I know y'all heard the double. Ooh, I'm seeing y'all answers, and it is worse. No, oh my God. Oh Lord, it is overwhelming. No. It is overwhelming. No. It is overwhelmingly no. Oh my God, everybody and their mama saying no right now. It is not one person saying yes. It is not one. Oh my God, bro, this is just no. Oh no, not the hell no. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I found a super chat. My boy Common Sense Lab said Mike McCarthy is the reason for Lamb targets. Gallup is not fully healthy, and Dak just came back. We have yet to see an offense at full potential, but deadline is coming fast. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. That's the key thing. It's the deadline. You wasn't wrong on nothing you said, but at this point, we got to know, because it's too much we don't know. Hear me out. It's too much, and we just answered the question. We still going. Does Dallas need a receiver? We don't know enough about these guys. Let's keep going. Michael Gallup. All right. Does Dallas need a weapon? Let me just ask y'all a question, and I need everybody to answer. I'm loving this exercise. I'm loving when all of y'all participate. I'm loving this with all my heart. This is beautiful. Is Michael Gallup? Let me ask this question right. I don't want to lead the witness. I want to ask it right. Let me think. What's the best way to ask this question? Okay, I got a perfect way to ask. Do you trust Michael Gallup? That's a very open question. You can take it how you want. Do you trust Michael Gallup? Yes or no? So that's a very vague question. That can go a lot of different ways. So I'm seeing people say nope. I'm seeing people say yep. I'm seeing some people say absolutely not. Now, I do have trust issues with Michael Gallup right now. My trust issues with Michael Gallup is because just historically, it takes a whole year for most weapons to start feeling much better. And he already came back early. And his injury history on that one leg keeps stacking up. So it could be, I don't even want to say it, but we should be cautious with him is what I would say. We should be cautious with him. So the more and more I look at it, and I'm just going down the line. I'm just going down the line of their current receivers. Right? Asking the question, does Dallas need weapons? Now, Noah Brown to me, minus this last game, is really, well, let me ask the question. I'm not going to give the answer. Let me ask the question. Do you, because I'm not going to lead the witness. I'm going first before we start talking about do we need a weapon. And I'm going to take calls on this too. We go take calls on every one of these subjects. All right, we freestyling again. We got the freestyle phones back. All right. Do you trust Noah Brown? And everybody gotta participate. If you watching me from your television, you still gotta participate. Pick up your phone, go to Boss Cowboy Sports. As you walking in the door, the first thing I want you to do first is hit the like. That's the first thing they want you to do. The second thing I want you to do is vote. I want you to vote today, and I want to know, do you trust Noah Brown? And I'm seeing a mix on this one. This one is a mix. Yeah. So let's go through some of these answers because this is interesting. This is very interesting. I love this exercise because it's showing me a lot. I'm getting a good pulse of the nation. My boy D.A. Lee say nope. I bomb nope. Cole, kinda. No, Cole, I need an answer, sir. I need an answer. And then Sugar Daddy said nope. Michael said, as a fourth option, yes. Yes. And then Vundell said, yeah, I trust Brown before CeeDee. Ooh, wait. Let me see. Ooh, somebody said never did. God dog. Did he say, I do trust Noah Brown because he's hungry. Swain said no. Somebody said we rush more than D4K. I can see that. And then yeah, shots was fired. Yeah, my boys. Yeah, it was the boss be firing shots up in here, big dog. He said he not wrong, but he right. I know, right? I know. So my boy Cole back with his answer. Cole say left out loud. No, no, I'm not 100% sold. That's real. Come Assist Lab. He would coming with that bread today. I appreciate you with the $10, dog. So let me get your comment real quick. Let me see. Most of these questions can't be fully answered because personnel has yet to put players in and on the field to max potentially. So I'm more coaching issues over players. Good point. I can't fight you on that, common sense. I can't fight you on that. The only thing I can say on that is that Amari Cooper was also in this system, and yet he thrived when he was targeted. So I think even in this old boo-boo system, if you giving the right receiver the opportunity, they gonna still make plays. You know, but we do have a coaching issue that can be sprinkling boo-boo on top of good cologne. I feel you on that. And very good super chat. Very good thought. I can't fight with the honesty and the fairness in what you're saying, big dog. That's fair. That's a fair analysis of why it's hard to break down these receivers. It is. Which leads to the last receiver. Tolbert. Do you trust Tolbert? Answer the question. We need everybody to answer. Oh man. Say, Ivory, listen, bro. Ain't nothing that ever come out my mouth stupid, brother. So I know you typing, but just kind of take down your temperature when you put stupid by my name. That's all I'm gonna ask you, okay? Don't ever put stupid by my name. Alright? Nah. Alright? That don't go with me, dog. Alright? So these questions are good questions. Alright, so I just want to be clear. Everybody go be respectful in here, even if you disagree. We go disagree, but be respectful. Okay? Alright. So most of these are no as well. Most of these are no. And most of these are for the same reason. Most of these are for the same reason, because we don't know enough. Somebody say Doghouse Tolbert. I hope he not in no doghouse, bro. Man, I hope he not, because this show looking very, that money looking funny in the light, dog. That money is looking funny in the light. That money is looking real weird in the light, dog. You know what I'm saying? It is, bro. That money is looking. It's, man, get it right, Cowboys. We ain't got no time for no dog houses. See, because this is why dog houses are stupid. Let me give you the #1 reasons why dog houses are stupid. Because you can be in a dog house with one regime and be the hero in another regime, which really means it's the coaches that's being dumb. Think about it. Tristan Hill was in a doghouse in another regime, and he's loved in this regime. That means the coaches was holding grudges and was dumb. Straight up. That's what's wrong. See, the problem with doghouses is based on personal feelings. I don't care about dog houses. I want to know, how are those dudes playing? Now, Neville, you can get yourself in a doghouse because you ain't just really standing out on your play. So if you ain't standing out on your play, get your butt in that doghouse. Get. But man, I ain't got no time for no stupid. He's in a doghouse. Then a new coaching staff would be like, "We love this guy." So anyway, but this is the thing that I'm saying, and I'm gonna take some calls after this. All right. Then I'm gonna get into some solutions. We gonna get into some solutions. We gonna talk about, do we need it? Now, this is the thing. We out of time, right? I wish Dak would have played with CeeDee Lamb instead of Cooper Rush, so that we could have had Dak with his ball skills throwing to CeeDee, which would really tell us if he's a number one, because he would have likely had better, more accurate throws and more opportunities. I wish Michael Gallup would have been able to play those whole 7 games, and we got a real good look to know what he is, but we don't. I'm glad Noah Brown is playing much better, and that he has become a very much so upgrade number 3, sometimes number 2 receiver. He had a bad game, but overall he's been very steady. He is what we can say, for the most part, in my opinion, he would make me feel good about the receiver room. I don't feel good about Tolbert because we have not worked in any reps for me to really know exactly what he is. Nor is he's given any opportunities. So how can you trust this group? I'm just keeping it real. When I look at them all together and I analyze it and break it down, the answer, this is my answer, and I want y'all to answer this. Can you trust this group? And if you saying no, then that means we do need a weapon. We need a steady weapon. So let me just ask y'all a question right now, and then I'm gonna take some calls, and we gonna talk about some solutions. Would you take Cedric Wilson over Noah Brown? I want everybody to answer too. Would you take Cedric Wilson over Noah Brown? Would you take Cedric Wilson over James Washington? Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of yeses in this one. See, this is why. And I would too. Somebody said same guy. That's a good answer. I agree. But I would say Cedric Wilson had really good chemistry with Dak. And he knows our offense. Let me not get into the solutions yet. Let me first take some calls. Let me open up the call line. I know Coach Marv want to call in first. He go beat y'all. I'm going to tell y'all right now, he go beat y'all. Y'all better not let Coach Marv beat y'all. He go beat y'all, because I know he want to talk about these receivers. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Big homie, what's good, man?
What's up, Amp?
Man, ain't nothing, man. Look here.
Mm-hmm.
It's real simple, bro. Oh, my bad. And what's up to the chat, too, man? Hope everybody feeling good. This is to answer your question about talent, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple, right? I'm gonna answer a question with a question. This time last year, we had obviously Amari Cooper, and now we have still 2 out of the 3 main receivers in that wide receiver core in that room last year.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, were we having this conversation last year?
No. We wasn't even having this conversation. We really was not. Just
the mere fact The mere fact that we are even questioning this is proof enough that we don't have enough.
Yeah.
I
fight that.
You hear the Joneses and even coaches, even going back to the Garrett days. They say this cliche line, this is with us, player acquisition is a 365 day operation. We're constantly looking at, pieces to add to the puzzle. Now, to the normal person, oh man, they always trying to make the team better. That's great, man. That's awesome. Kudos to them for, always trying to get better. To us, people who know better, that's what we call a poker bluff. They say that to mask either their efficiencies or deficiencies. One way or another, they try not to show their hand. And we as a fan base, the fact that you're talking about this tonight, we calling a bluff. Are you willing to go all in? Are you willing to push all the chips in the middle of the table? Are you willing to truly bring in any and everybody in here to make this thing better? Or are you cool with your hand the way you got it? That's the question. And that'll be determined within the next week. But yeah, it's cliche. They say it. But we all know you're really bluffing at this point, which I don't have a problem with, because in the past, the mistakes that I felt they've done, and you have even mentioned it, don't get out here sounding thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's obvious we have some deficiencies on the team. Not a whole lot, but we do have some. The league ain't trying to help the Dallas Cowboys be better. Let's just be honest. And that's why it seems to me the only people willing to trade with us right now are the Raiders, just because the family ties. Ain't nobody else really trying to trade with us like that to make us better, because they don't want us to get sick. Let's keep it all the way funky. So the best way we can help ourselves is, if we're going to do anything, is to do what they're doing right now and say, hey, player acquisition is a 365 operation. We're looking into guys, constantly. Will McClay does a great job at, bringing guys in here that are going to help contribute to this team. I'm cool with all of that. But the fact that we having this conversation screams we need help. What you think, bro? Hello? You there, bro?
Yeah, I was giving you a dramatic pause, bro.
My bad. I don't know.
I was giving you a dramatic pause, bro. I just wanted those words to settle in.
I mean it. I was cool with Hankins, pick up yesterday. Oh, this is something else I wanted to say too.
All right.
About this whole Gallimore situation. Do you think, playing devil's advocate right now, that he possibly feels scorned because he's looking at it? Maybe, possibly, conspiracy, call it what you want. It's not the first time they've done it. Maybe they asked him to put on weight this past summer, you think?
Maybe what?
Maybe they asked him to pick up weight this past summer.
Oh, man. And see, listen, I don't know. I have no idea, but I can say this, bro. All I know is when you scrubbed the Dallas Cowboys off your social media before you was officially off this team, you sent a signal to the public.
Yep.
Now, we can go into all type of speculations.
Mm-hmm.
But if we just stick to that, it's not a good look. Period.
No, and the best reaction in that situation would have been for him to have no reaction.
Right. Even for yourself. even for you to make your own money, you never want to look like the average player that talks loud.
Because what's going to happen is anybody who might have been interested in you is looking like, oh, that's the type of guy he is.
Right.
Oh, at the first sign of trouble, you ready to jump ship?
Right. You messing with your own
not
money.
He's not a loyal player. I don't know if we want him on our team.
You messing with your own money with those new age moves. See, that's new age stuff. That's what these young cats do. Listen to the old heads. Don't do that, players. That looks kiddish. I'm mad at my team, so I'm going to get rid of all of their pictures off my social media. I'm mad at you.
He catching a temper tantrum.
That's what it look like, even if it's not that. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
And the fact that we talking about it mean you tripping, dog.
Yep.
It's a You tripping,
and
dog.
I mean, because it's a whole lot of weight. And see, the thing about it, that's the rumors, and we don't know what they may have said to him already. You know, that's the other X factor. But still, this thing could go a whole lot of ways because it's actually quite a few guys who are on our roster currently who could be on their way out the door. Not to mention, you've had a couple of injuries recently, like a Jordan Lewis. My man ain't coming back. That's a roster spot that's void now. Don't know how they're going to fill it, you know, if they haven't already, or elevated somebody from the practice squad. But it's so many chess moves that could be made to keep him on the roster. Like somebody said, hey, just for the sheer fact of the depth of the rotation, bro, you don't know what they had planned for you, man.
Yeah, but listen, bro, I already dealt with that, so I don't want to go back too far on Neville, big dog.
No. I got you. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. Do you think that the Joneses would allow what another team does, acquisition-wise, to dictate what they do in season?
Yeah, it depends though. Like if you like a division, like if you like Philly and Philly getting stronger, yeah. But if you think they doing it just because they kind of like in a Scrooge McDuck versus Duckworth, you know, nah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my boy, hold on real quick. I got a super chat. He say, "Boss, I got your back on a couple of points, but how do we call in?" Yeah, when I open up the call, hey, let me get to some more calls, big dog, because we've been on the phone a long time. All right, big dog. So I'm gonna get to y'all calls in a minute. All right, I'm gonna get to y'all calls, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna speed the calls up too, so we can get more people in here. You know, obviously, I don't rush Coach Marv. I don't rush Amp. They rock with me, so they, you know, I pretty much don't put no buzzers on them. But just so we can get to more calls and we can get more people in here, I'm gonna put a limit on the calls, or just get to your point, you know what I'm saying, and then let me address whatever you say, and then we'll move on. So this is the deal. So we was gonna talk about solutions, right? So we talked about, you know, do we need a receiver? All right, does Dallas need a weapon? All right. I say they do. Yeah. And it's not even just for our current team. I say we need a weapon because I think it's going to make Dak better. Now, I do believe Dak can throw the ball to these guys. I do. But I think it's some guys out there that does make our offense better. Yeah, and we should also be able to look around the league, right, and know that the myth that they've been saying about Dak is foolish. Because remember, they used to say, well, you know, Dak can't carry a team like Aaron Rodgers. You know, Aaron Rodgers don't need weapons. He can throw people open. Well, we see that's a lot now, don't we? Right? So the best thing to do when you have quarterbacks is weapon them up. For real. Have them with a lot of weapons. Yeah. I definitely believe that. Now, I know Coach Marv hate that because that's kind of, and it's true, it's temptation for Kellen Moore to throw the ball. It's true. I can't fight him on that point. It is. But in just basic common sense, yeah. Quarterbacks need weapons. And this is the thing. I said this in the barbershop today. Dak has always used his weapons. He's always been good at getting the max out of our weapons and getting guys paid. Yeah, that's a fact. Bryce Butler got paid. Cole Beasley got paid. Cobb was washed up, came to us, got restored by Dak, and got paid. Amari Cooper was struggling with the Raiders. That's why they was trolling us when we gave up a first. Got with Dak, got paid. Yeah. So, yeah, it's clear if you give Dak weapons, he maxes out the weapons, and a lot of times he restores the weapons. Yeah, Wilson got paid. Thank you, Paul. Wilson got paid. Wilson, a third and fourth receiver, got paid under Dak. So it says if you give Dak weapons, he go rock them weapons. Real quick, with his super check, he said in the 90s, Jones always made a move when other teams did. Hold on. Dion we took from San Fran to win the 96 Super Bowl. T.O. we took from Philly. I agree. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then like my boy Aubrey, he say Dak is scared to throw downfield. That's a lie, bro. Dak, since he's been in the league, has been top 4 in deep ball accuracy, literally from day one. Out of all 32 quarterbacks, every year, Dak is consistently top 4 in deep ball accuracy, literally every year. Some things we gotta stop saying, bro. Just keeping it real. Some things. Like when it's proven to be false, just stop saying it. Dak throws very well downfield, and this is the thing. This is what I want y'all to know, and y'all can look this up for yourself. I want you to look up for yourself what is the average time every quarterback throws downfield. The average quarterback throws over 20 yards only 1.5 times a game. So every time we say stuff like Dak don't throw downfield, like every quarterback, most quarterbacks are throwing at the chains, as they should. This game is not about deep ball throws. It's not. That's why out of all these offensive snaps, you go get only about 1.5 to 2 at the most from most quarterbacks with any throw past 20 yards. Yeah. So anyway, so let's look at some of these solutions, right? And then we go take some more calls. So I think Cedric Wilson. Now, I saw somebody in the chat say that he dealing with some injury. So I didn't look that up yet. This is all preliminary. I haven't done in-depth research on all these guys yet. But I would tell you, just assuming health for this show, right? For this show, assume health, okay? Until I do more research and in-depth research later, okay? But on the surface, I would definitely be for a Cedric Wilson return. Especially because he's in a deep room. And he already knows our offense. I would be definitely for a Cedric Wilson return. I would also be for and greatly for Jerry Jeudy. Okay. Jerry Jeudy is a fantastic candidate to me. He might be my top candidate. Because one of the things that I love about Jerry Jeudy is the ideal fit for Dak. Because Dak, he does very well with route runners. Dak friendly is a very real thing. It is. When you get open based on your ability and your own quickness, Dak throws with a lot of confidence with people that show clear separation. He likes to throw it to guys who win. And when you can win with routes, you're a good candidate for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. He also would obviously be taking pressure off CeeDee Lamb. And he would be a good threat as a number 2 and number 3. And in my opinion, an instant upgrade over Noah Brown easily. And a potential upgrade over Michael Gallup. Right now, Jerry Jeudy. That's my opinion on him. Mostly because of him being a route runner. And the fact that it's starting to be rumors that Denver is preparing themselves to unload some players. That would be a good candidate, in my opinion, for us to get on the phone with. We got us a super chat. He said, "Hey, boss, Houston, Texas released starting linebacker Kumo Hill, and he's on a 1-year deal. That fits Stephen Jones' mantra." I agree. But honestly, I haven't done my research on him yet, big dog. I'm not gonna fake it. I'm gonna write him down and I'm gonna look him up though. And when I'm gonna come back, all right, I'm gonna write this down. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna research him, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all on this, likely tomorrow. All right, because that's what I do. I research these players before I really start getting too heavy into them. Okay. So, but I appreciate the comment in the super chat, man. That's good game. I appreciate that. I'm gonna research him tonight. All right. All right, but then my next candidate, right? Odell Beckham, right? I also, and I mean when I say this, y'all, I want y'all to hear me out, bro. I want y'all to hear me out. Odell Beckham might be the best candidate. I think he fit a lot of pieces. Yes, he would be risky, but with today's medicine, he's actually not. People recover and have recovered very well from ACLs with these modern medicines. Even look at how fast Michael Gallup returned in record time. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the antics of Odell Beckham. But if Odell Beckham is even 95% of what he was, the explosive route runner that he is, he instantly makes our offense much better and is a very good threat at the number 2 and number 3 position. Obviously, would Steve and them do it? No. Should they at least kick his tires? In my opinion, yes. Easily yes. See, because a lot of us had the same opinions of Odell Beckham last year. No, boss. He's a diva, boss. I pass, boss. I'm not interested, boss. And then the same people was like, oh, he was almost the MVP of the Super Bowl. So he's another one that I would want us to kick the tires on. But I'm not finished. Okay, and then I'm going to take some calls and we can talk about this. And then obviously what we going to do is I want y'all to talk about who would y'all want to see. But before I do that, I'm just kind of going through all the guys that I think make sense. Potentially also Brandon Cook. I think he's a good option. The problem with him is he's older. He's much older. If you get Brandon Cook, the problem with a Brandon Cook could make you look real foolish for getting rid of Amari. Because Amari was younger, had way less tread on his tires, and you let him go. For pride's sake, I wouldn't see them doing it. But I wouldn't be mad if they did. He would also make us better. Because some people that would say, we don't need a receiver. Well, my question is this. Would you trust, because this is how to look at it in my opinion. Would you rather have Brandon, because we ain't talking about Brandon or CeeDee Lamb. We talking about Brandon or Michael Gallup. Or we talking about Brandon or Noah Brown. Or we saying Jerry Jeudy or Michael Gallup. Or we saying Odell Beckham versus Noah Brown. That's what we're really looking at. We're not looking at these guys coming in to be a threat to CeeDee Lamb. We looking at these guys to come in to be a potential aid to CeeDee Lamb, making it harder to double CeeDee Lamb because there are also true threats, real threats, real threats. So then, obviously, we got more people we can talk about, right? We gonna just talk about all of it real quick. I'm just gonna talk about all of it. We go throw all of, I ain't gonna say this all of them. I'm going with the most popular rumors right now. Okay. Then obviously Claypool. Now, I love Claypool. Claypool was one of my draft darlings. I had a first round grade on him, and I called it absolutely stupid that he was drafted when he was drafted, because he killed all parts that you want to see in a combine process. He killed the combine itself. He jumped out the gym. I think he jumped 40 inches in the air. He ran a 4.4, a low 4.4. He had good production in college. And he had a fantastic Senior Bowl. But Claypool is really not a major route runner. And even though I know Dak could work with him, I don't think he fit Dak as well. Because just knowing Dak and knowing my quarterback. Hold on, my boy Ivory say, what's your cash app, bro? Don't play with me, dog. I was shut up quick. There it is, Boss Cowboy Sports. Yep, and I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate all the funds, bro. You know, everything y'all do to help us continue to do what we do. But going back to what I was saying, I do like Claypool. I'm just keeping it real. I like Claypool, and if we did do a trade for Claypool, I would take it and rejoice. But I would see him fitting Dallas as an H-back. That's my personal opinion. I could see us, how we use Schultz when he split out in the slot. I would want us to see us do that with Claypool. That's what I see. I wouldn't want him outside. But if he did, I'm cool with that too. I would be cool with that. All right. So, the guy that's getting a whole bunch of buzz right now is DJ Moore. So I will say this, and I mean this when I say this. DJ Moore, somebody say, what would it cost? That's a good question. I don't know what it would cost. So I would rather ask Kevin, what would you be willing to give? Because none of us know the cost. We can only speculate on the cost. We can only speculate what we think the cost might be, right? None of us know. But DJ Moore is, and I'm gonna say this. I ain't said it yet. I've been teasing it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Then I'm gonna take some calls and I'm gonna get into my last couple of subjects. DJ Moore is the move you make if you're trying to win the Super Bowl this year.
Yoga, fire! Yoga, fire! Yoga, flame! Yoga, fire! Yoga, fire! Yoga, flame! Yoga, fire! Yoga, fire! Yoga, flame! Yoga, fire!
That would be the move if you trying to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm serious too. Yeah, Tyreek. I agree, dog. I agree. See, Tyreek on the money on this. My boy Tyreek. He say, Dak Prescott needs a route technician that will help him and a deep threat with speed. I agree. That's why my favorite two, really my favorite three, is Jerry Jeudy, straight up, Odell Beckham, and DJ Moore. But see, DJ Moore is only for the Dallas Cowboys if they trying to win the Super Bowl. Because you talking about taking all pressure away from CeeDee Lamb. And boss, what would you give up? I would give up a first and I would give up a third for DJ Moore. Yes, I would. And I know that's a big cost. I know it. But just like I said before, Denzel Mims for a fifth, I would do that one too. I would do Denzel Mims too. Yeah, add him to the list. He's not the route runner. He's not perfect for Dak, but he's an upgrade. But going back to DJ Moore, what would you give up? Because I told y'all what I would give up. I would give up a first and a third right now. Right now. Because see, this is the thing. When you get somebody like a DJ Moore, you already know he gonna be worth his next contract. You already know that. You don't have to guess. You know that. See, with some of these guys, we guessing. We think he gonna become the number one that we think he could be. We just need to see with him with Dak, and then we're gonna know. See, that's what we really saying with CeeDee Lamb. Let's keep it real. He was just with Cooper Rush. So, yeah, boss, we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see with James Washington because he coming off that foot and we never really saw him in training camp. So, we got to wait and see. We got to wait and see because Michael Gallup, he's not really all the way there yet. We got to wait and see. We got to wait and see how he continues to improve. Noah Brown, he playing much better. I like him. He is. He has definitely become a number 5, number 4. He has built his stock to a number 3, number 2. But we gotta wait and see for Jalen Tolbert. Did y'all notice that the whole wide receiver room is wait and see? You ain't gotta wait and see with Mr. DJ Moore. You know. But that's if you're trying to win the Super Bowl now. Now, can you win the Super Bowl without him? Yep. Can you win the Super Bowl with this current receiver room? Yeah. But if you're trying to put your chips like really in, like I like my hand, I'm finna beat this whole table. Throwing the chips, baby. Now, is Stephen Jones gonna do it? We know. But that's not gonna stop me from saying it. All right, so let's take some calls. We got the call lines back open now. Hopefully y'all wrote down the phone number that I had up there earlier. So here we go. We got the phone lines. Let's get it. Let's talk some football. I'm gonna put a 2-minute limit on y'all. Here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's going on, boss?
What's up?
I'm quick. I'm gonna be quick so you get some other calls in, man.
All right.
I'll be real quick. and me and you don't usually have pushback. I got major pushback. This crazy stuff about CeeDee Lamb is not a number one, and he had showed us. I watch games just like you, boss. Just about every big catch that we have had, CeeDee Lamb has had it. We want to talk about numbers. We talk about numbers when we talk about Dak. When people underestimate Dak and shoot Dak down for him to be perfect. Well, we seem like we're doing the same thing to CeeDee Lamb. He got 34 catches, 2 touchdowns, 400-some yards, with a noodle-arm quarterback for most of that. Devontae Adams is one of the greatest receivers in this league. He got 37 catches because he's playing with Derek Carr. And so we talking about this guy because he dropped a couple of passes, or we say, well, he dropped a couple of passes. We actually saying that he's got to be perfect. That we actually saying, because if we're watching the games, there's no way in the world we can say, well, he's playing horrible or not coming up to be a number one receiver, playing with a backup quarterback that really couldn't make some of the throws to get balls to him. Just like we said about this last game. Some of the passes that he caught this time is because Dak Prescott had the arm to get it to him.
So you believe right now he's a reliable
right now?
Hold on.
Right now, I put my whole coaching career on the right now.
I ain't finished my question. Do you feel like he's a reliable top 10?
He's reliable enough.
Coach, you let me finish my question. Let me finish my question.
Go ahead.
All right. So he's a reliable top 10 receiver right now.
Yep.
Okay.
And what has shown what? My question is this. What's the case that he's not?
The consistency. And sometimes I can see where people question him on bravery and maturity. Now, in terms of him making plays, I don't think nobody doubt that. I do believe that a lot of people don't fully trust him. And I also believe CeeDee Lamb has given them reason not to trust him. So for instance, when Amari Cooper was having drop issues in Dallas, we was on his neck. We was on his neck for that. Even though he was balling, the Dallas Cowboys community was giving him a spanking. So what I think is going on with CeeDee Lamb is we have an expectation and a history of 88 being extremely reliable. And I think what's going on is that he's been held to an accountability that's high. I do agree with that.
Okay, let me give you my point on that. And it goes back to Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper said Amari Cooper's problem with the Dallas offense was a lack of creativity of what you allow the receivers to do.
Yeah.
So that same frustration you seeing out of CeeDee Lamb, it was coming from your same wide receiver that just left here.
No, I'm with you. And Coach, let me get
some of these. This is what I keep trying to tell people. We're blaming CeeDee Lamb, or we're looking at CeeDee Lamb in disregard, or we're looking at Noah Brown in disregard about maybe sometimes getting open. And the question still comes back. I guarantee you, if we look at even a Hall of Famer in the great Kurt Warner, he didn't talk about the running game. He talked about the pass concepts and how it wasn't that good.
He did.
You got the same thing going on with Lamb.
It still don't change the fact that at this point, a majority of people don't have confidence like you have yet.
Well, but, you know something, boss? They grew
to have confidence.
I say this.
They They grew to have confidence in Amari Cooper once he became more consistent at catching the ball. The same people had issues with Amari drops too. So I think both sides right. I don't find nobody at fault for not having confidence at CeeDee as a number one, nor do I have problems with anybody that believes that he's a bona fide number one now. I don't have no problems with either side. My question was more so to be solution oriented. Do we need to upgrade the receiver position? Should we be active in that? So let me take some.
Well, I leave it. I understand what you're saying, Bob. I'll leave it like this. I'm gonna say this right quick. I'll leave it at this.
All right.
I'll leave it like this. My question still is Kellen Moore. If it was another coordinator here, y'all would be begging to keep CeeDee Lamb here.
I got you. Yeah. But we got what we got, and he got to make it work. But I appreciate it, Coach.
Yep. All right.
That was a good call by Coach Moore. All right, so we got the call lines open. I know a lot of people have been asking to call in. Y'all already know. If you don't call in, y'all know what we gonna do. I'm gonna keep on to the content. All right, here we go. We got us another call. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I didn't even know if I was live. Thinking Coach Marv be on his. I didn't know he was live, if I was live or not.
What's up with it? Who is this?
This West Coast, man.
Oh, what's up, Wes? What's up with it, big dog?
Nothing, man. I had to give you a little pushback on Amari Cooper and the drops, man, because, Amari Cooper, his second game with the Dallas Cowboys, man, he had like 90 yards, 100 with like 12 catches and 3 touchdowns. Like they send his jersey to the damn Smithsonian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, they loved him year one. But I was saying that there was a lot of fans that had problems with his drops into his last year where he was way better at drops.
Yeah. But I mean, this is the thing, man. Like, I don't want to minimize drops. I don't want to minimize drops.
It
but
sound
it's
like you're finna minimize these drops, dog. I see where you.
No, I'm not about to minimize. I'm not about to minimize. What I'm about to do is I'm about to give a little human side. I'm about to give a human side to football. Like, the expectation is not a wide receiver to catch every single ball. The expectation is if you drop the ball that you need to make up the one you dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not a receiver in football that's 10 for 10 on every target. That's just not what it is, man. Like, that just doesn't happen in football. And, like, I think people, they think that once you get paid, they're paying you for perfection. That's not true. Like, there's no level of perfection in the game of football. It's just impossible. So I think it's not necessarily about how many passes he drops, or I think it's about what he does with the passes that you make. You know what I'm saying? Because every wide receiver is going to have a degree of drops. And I know they be having these crazy stats about, Larry Fitzgerald only dropped 2 balls and such
Hopkins,
and such. But, man,
and Hopkins.
Yeah, and Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. How many of them stats are really verified? Like, how many actually
we can't do that.
Like, how many people have actually went and looked at Hopkins every single catch and seen if he's dropped a pass? I don't know if people are doing that.
None of us. None of us.
Yeah, and that's the society that we live in. Like, right now, there's this narrative that Dak in his last 36 games. I'm like, who's actually double-checked this to make sure if it's correct, if it's right or wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
But to stay on topic, do I think the Cowboys need to upgrade the position?
Yes, thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't. But listen to me. It's not about do you always want to upgrade? So that's like a bad way to ask that question, because there's never a time in life, unless you're married, that you should not be trying to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? You should, if you're married,
do we
make it work.
to upgrade? Not do we want? Do we need to upgrade?
Do we need to use assets right now to upgrade the wide receiver position? No, I don't believe that.
So you think we good?
No.
You think we good? Okay,
No, I don't. No. It's not that I don't think we good. I think you can always be better. But the need is right now. You have 3 rats. You have 3 rats in your house, and you have 100 roaches. Even though the rats are bigger, you have a roach. You have a roach problem. You know what I'm saying?
So you gonna talk about linebacker? Who the roach? linebacker?
Absolutely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The biggest need in Dallas is middle linebacker.
See, I
you know
knew
what
you
I'm
was gonna
saying?
talk about that. I knew that's where you was going, dog. Listen, and I definitely agree with you, but this is the issue. With the current linebackers that we have as depth,
Who?
yeah, like Clark, like
Bro,
Harper.
you cannot stop it. Hold on,
No. I wasn't finished. I still had more. Like Jefferson. Like we have some backup guys. Now we ain't seen them, and I do know linebackers is a priority, but that don't mean we can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time and look at both issues. Because receiver also can be an issue, especially when you look at the fact that most of these guys we have serious doubt with, like serious doubts. So it's like, and this is the thing. And matter of fact, linebacker might not be the biggest issue. This is why. Because even though we have issues at linebacker, overall, is it killing our defense?
Yes, it is. There you go. I'm sorry. Yes, it is killing your defense.
Which one is killing your team more? Because I can make the case.
Let me make my case first.
Hold on real quick. I can make the case statistically that when we got Amari Cooper, big dog, it helped both Dak and Zeke tremendously.
And I will 100% agree with you, boss. I am not disagreeing with you, but I'm not talking about what it did right. Okay, the reason being is this.
Okay,
at the end of the day, if you cannot stop the run, it does not matter, bro. Dak is not going to see the field. That's what you don't understand. If you cannot stop the run, Dak is not going to have a time to even throw to the wide receiver.
So let me ask you.
You want to know why? So no. Let me break mine down because you coming in on a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
First off and foremost, the offense is the offense needs to be centered around the way we're running, why we're doing things right now. Dak Prescott needs to be about 24 to 30 passes per game, right? Think about this. CeeDee Lamb has not had an elevated game where he's had 9 or 10 catches in a game. Neither has Noah Brown, neither has Turpin, and neither has a tight end. So it's like you guys are willing to invest money into something, and we haven't even used what we had currently. So it's like you don't even know. Like CeeDee Lamb has only played 1.5 games with Dak Prescott as a number one receiver. That is not enough data to decide if you really want to go in and go get a whole nother receiver. Because I'm gonna be honest with you,
that's the issue. We don't know, Wes. That's the problem. Is that we don't know.
This is the thing, but you don't spend that type of money because you don't know. And I'm gonna tell you this right now.
A lot of money. Like some of these options are not expensive, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
The only one that would be guaranteed expensive would be DJ Moore. Most of these ones that we looking at would be deals.
This is my question right here. There is no way because you guys need to just say it outright. You're not looking for another receiver. You're looking for a receiver that's better than CeeDee Lamb. And I wish people would just flat out say that, because if you flat out say that, we can have a different conversation.
Well,
if we're gonna hold on. I know, but if you're saying DJ Moore, DJ Moore is a better receiver than CeeDee Lamb.
Because of the cost. You said all this money, and so is Odell Beckham go cost a bunch of money?
This is what I'm. First off, why would
Judy go cost a bunch of money?
Bro, can I answer the question, brother?
Yeah, I'm giving you some questions so you can answer. Is Odell Beckham go cost a lot of money? Is Jerry Judy go cost a lot of money?
In the Dallas Cowboy world, yes, they are. Absolutely.
Explain.
Absolutely. First off, if Odell Beckham comes to the Dallas Cowboys, he's now your highest paid wide receiver on the team right now. Because CeeDee Lamb is on a rookie deal.
Right.
So listen to me. So if Odell comes to Dallas, he now makes more than CeeDee Lamb. Also, Jerry Judy's a first-round pick. If he comes to Dallas, he's making the same amount as CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, but I
gotta go back on linebacker.
You saying now I gotta go back on and more. Like, if you saying, because you wasn't making the case that they go be more than CeeDee Lamb. You was saying they was gonna cost a lot of money. Both of these.
Well, DJ Moore is going to. DJ Moore is
the only one. So I was saying we can improve. I was basically saying we can improve the receiver room without going broke. Without getting crazy.
Yeah, and we can't, and boss, and we can't. I'm not, listen to me, fella. Listen, everybody. I'm not saying not to improve, but I'm just saying that is not a priority. What I'm saying right now is your priority is stopping the run. Because at the end of the day, in the last playoff games that Dak has lost in, that means the last 3, we have given up excess of 125 yards each game. And to be honest with you, that's the low end. That's the low end. The last game we played against the 49ers was over 150. I don't care. And Amari Cooper was in that game. We are not going to have a better receiving core than what we had against the 49ers. So you guys I can't be sold on, sprucing up the wide receiving room so Dak can throw more. No, what we need to do is put ourselves in a position where we can guarantee that teams can't score. Because guess what? You don't got to score 35, 40 points if they can't score 15. So that's what I'm telling you. If we stop the run, guess what's going to happen? If you get a better running back, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to get more sacks, and you're going to get more turnovers. You want to know why? Because if a team cannot run the ball on you, what do they have to resort to? They have to throw the ball. So that means you're going to get more sacks, and you're going to get more takeaways. The reason why our takeaways aren't as explosive as last year is because, bro, teams don't have to throw the ball on us. They don't have to throw the ball on us.
So let me ask you a question. Since we talking linebacker, who would be the linebacker options that we would get off the street like a Odell Beckham, or because I know about Roquan, I know about Shaq Thompson. Who would be these guys that
Blake Martinez?
Who?
I mean, this is the thing, right? And I'm gonna tell you the cool thing about the linebacker room. You don't even need a guy that you really need, that you really know. Like all these wide receiver names are always going to be bigger than linebacker.
No, I'm just saying.
You don't listen because
I know you said you're trying to get us to be a defense that can keep teams from scoring 15 points, and that's very aggressive. And I'm cool with the aggressive. Now I'm trying to come down to who would those names be, because I mentioned Roquan and I mentioned Shaq Thompson as candidates. But we also know those would be expensive candidates, which likely don't fit Stephen Jones' philosophy. Who would be some cheaper linebackers that could come in right now and make us a top 15 or keep teams from scoring 15 points?
Listen to me. I'll give you some names, but I'm going to rephrase your question because you're putting too much emphasis on one guy. I don't need a guy to come in here and change my defense. I need a guy to be better than LVE. That's what I need. That's all I need. And that's not going to cost a lot. You got Jaquan Bentley right now. You got Alex Ogletree. You got Kewan Alexander. You got Anthony Walker. These are all guys that are primary. These are all guys that are primary middle linebackers. We need a guy. Listen to me. We don't even need a guy that's super athletic. We need a guy that is more Sean Lee-ish than anything.
Right. So,
we need a guy that can actually diagnose, because that's where we're getting killed at. The misdirection is what's killing us. So it's like I would even take
both. Why can't we just say we need both, bro?
Because you can do without one. You'll be okay with the wide receivers you have right now. Listen to me. What's the worst these wide receivers are going to do? Do what they did when they had Cooper Rush? Even when these dudes drop the ball, you're still able to win games. You want to know why? Because your defense is so good. So this is a situation.
Our offense has been poo-poo, dog. And I think
our offense has been poo-poo. But I'm going to ask you this question: it is, but how much of an uptick do you think you're going to get because you have your quarterback back? Come on, let's not forget.
And I know it's going to be an uptick, and I agree that it's going to be an uptick.
It's going to be a ridiculous uptick.
I just don't like the fact that it's a lot of this is we got to wait and see when the trade deadline is in a week.
So that's what happens when you don't take care of this in training camp.
Wait is not a good option. Not right now. So it's almost like I would rather, hold on, West Coast, I would rather us spend it, have it, and not need it than to eventually need it and not have it.
Then you know what you need to go get? A middle linebacker, because I'm going to tell you this right now, you do not have depth at the middle linebacker position, because you cannot fathom or think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to put a rookie at the middle linebacker position. Dan Quinn is not about to do that.
They could.
He's not about to do that. You're not going to do that with a dude. You're not going to do that from a dude from LSU who thought you didn't think was going to play. Bro, there is no. I'm going to be honest with you.
You might have
could.
to.
I could do it too.
Yeah,
I can do it too.
You saying they not? They could, because they might have to. So if they lose LVE, right? What's gonna be the option?
I don't know.
One of them young guys. They gonna have to.
I'm gonna keep it real. If something was to happen to LVE, I'm gonna tell you who your middle linebacker would be. J-Ron Curse. That's who your middle linebacker would be. That's who your middle linebacker would be, and that's just no cap.
And that's a problem. That's a problem.
So then, guess what you need to do? You need to go get a middle linebacker. And let's just be real.
If they did Curse over them young guys, they fools. But
if they put, listen to me, if they put any linebacker at middle linebacker, they dumb. Like that, a middle linebacker is not built to do that.
But
a safety is not built to do that.
But Wes, let me get some of these other people that.
Go ahead.
Out. But go ahead and finish what you were saying, bro, because obviously you bring a lot of knowledge to the nation.
Man, I just want to let y'all know, hey, run the damn ball no matter what it is. Run the damn ball. We don't need run the damn ball. That's all I'm going to say, man. Run the damn ball. Y'all already know what it is, man.
Man, appreciate it, West Coast. That's the homie West Coast. And me and him talk like that all the time. See, this is me and him go back and forth. I know some people was listening like, are y'all fighting? No. This is how me and him talk when we trying to reason through our ideas. We always push each other on the ideas. That's why I said we should never talk football privately, but we be having some good back and forths when we trying to figure this stuff out. That's why a lot of times I come out of discussions with him or Coach Marv where we might disagree a little bit, and it just make me so sharp. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, boss. I just want to say I agree with West Coast. And I agree that the middle linebacker position is definitely a bigger priority for us right now. And we got to remember who we're talking about, Steven and Jerry. That would be eating a lot of crow for getting rid of Amari Cooper, even for the compensation that we got back. Because remember, they sent him to Cleveland to die.
Yeah.
Remember that.
They did.
So think about it. If they were smart and not committed to this wide receiver by committee, which we knew they was coming into the season to do, they would have at least got a reasonable compensation back. And then, we could throw out those picks for a wide receiver right now and maybe get the middle linebacker position addressed. But that's not going to happen because we know who we dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I will say this, and I do believe that the linebacker is a bigger priority, but I actually believe that linebacker is not going to happen. I think, and this is why, I think LVE is one of their sons. There are certain people on his teams that are treated like sons. Noah Brown.
I agree.
Noah Brown was treated like a son, where they give them 6 years to come around. Anthony Brown was treated like a son. LVE is being treated like a son. There is no way he should be the captain. He shouldn't be the captain with his contract size. So when I looked at the politics, this ain't gonna sound right. Is this Paul? Is this Paul?
Nah, my name's Trey.
Trey, all right. So Trey, I thought you was Paul, but Trey, this gonna sound bad, Trey, but I gave up on linebacker when I looked at the politics. Can I keep it real? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I look at the politics of linebacker, and I looked at he the one that's breaking down the whole team, I said, oh hell no, they ain't gonna do nothing with middle linebacker. The only way they gonna move on is if he get hurt, and then another linebacker will have to go step in. Would we be way better if we replaced him with a downhill linebacker? I absolutely agree. So that makes me say this. What are we more than likely to do given the politics of the Dallas Cowboys? Receiver. But not a high-price receiver, a cheaper receiver that would make Jerry, them, and Steven look like they won and make it slightly different.
That's who James Washington was supposed to be, though. That's why they brought him in.
I agree. But I'm just saying, an original question is, does Dallas need weapons? And based on us not seeing nothing of James Washington, we do. But I should also add another question. Does Dallas need a linebacker? And that would also be, yes, we do. That just wasn't on today's show.
And then the last thing I want to say, boss, and then I'm going to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
The Cedric Wilson hype train, I need that to go away. I see it a lot on Twitter. I see a lot of people from Cowboys Nation asking for Cedric Wilson back. And let me say,
Trey, you go, wait.
I need it to go away.
Explain this, dog. Explain this to me.
I need that hype train to crash and burn. Boss, let me tell you, I was there in Dallas in that San Fran game. I watched him drop, I want to say 3 balls on huge plays. That deep ball where he like fell backwards.
Yeah, he lost it in the air. Yeah, he didn't track it.
On the money.
Yeah.
I was in Jerry's World that night, and he dropped that on the biggest play of the game. Cedric Wilson is not the guy.
Man, you seem like you got an unforgiveness problem, bro.
Oh, listen, that's how I found your channel. I was so deep in that Cowboys Kool-Aid last year. I'm from Jersey. I flew down to Dallas for that San Fran game, and we got punched in the mouth. And listen, I needed answers. I needed confirmation on all of my conspiracy theories that my boys was telling me. Y'all confirmed everything. Watching y'all channel on The Final Word, you, Law, Big, the OC. That's how I found y'all channel, and I've been loyal ever since January.
Man, that's what's up, man. And I'm glad I finally heard from you, Trey. This is dope.
I'm always in your comments in the chat, so listen, keep doing your thing. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm happy I got to talk to you.
Man, me too, man. Very good call by Trey, bro. Appreciate that, man. Y'all give Trey a clap, man. That was a good one, bro. That was a good one, man. Y'all clap it up for Trey, man. We still got the call lines open. I'm gonna keep it open. Here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports. Somebody got in and hung up. Boss, we still got the call lines. I'm gonna leave it open before we get to some of the other stuff I was gonna talk about with these rumors. Here we go. Boss Cowboy Sports. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, what's going on, Boss Cowboy?
Tariq, what's up, man? What's up with it, big dog?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation? Hey, man, boss, man, let me tell you something, man. Hey, I don't need to be speaking ill of Coach or West Coast. Man, you need weapons in this league, man. That's why the Rams put everything on the table. They pushed it all in because they knew what they really wanted. They went for what they want, and they went and took what they want. And you need weapons to win in this league. And the reason I look at it like that, look at we went for the playoff game last year. The Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Offense won that game. It wasn't defense. It was offense that came down to the wire at the end of the game. And it was using their weapons. The weapons won the game. You know what I mean? And we're going to, once the further we get, we're going to start playing some good teams. And the weather is going to be changing. And my thing is like this, man. Zeke knee already hurting. Right, you need weapons. You need reserves. How can you run the damn ball if you need man knee hurting? You can't run the damn ball like that unless you got somebody else to come back him up. And I do like the rookie Malik Davis. I like him. I think he is a decent third running back. I think he's going to be a decent third running back that we're going to need. But I look at it like this, man. Dak, the type of person Dak is, Dak likes wide receivers that can get open, that can create space on their own.
Fact.
And he just give it to them, and then they're good with the yak. They're good with the backyards. And a person that can go deep, that can run past the defense and go deep and throw it out there. If you're doing all this running, that means that they're going to load the box. So when they load the box, you need a person that can run past the safety.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
And the person that can get open. It's like we gotta quit. We gotta get out of this thing that we gotta be so basic. Yo, Philadelphia is showing us in our own conference. You know what I mean? They're going all in.
Yeah.
They're not playing no games. Getting Quinn on their defensive line, another pass rusher that's been good the last couple of years, and he was good with us. Yeah. Come on, man, that should be an eye opener right there, bro. They see us making moves, they making moves.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So why not? Why we not trying to make moves?
Yeah.
We should trying to push everything in the pile. I understand we big on draft picks and we big on cat, the money and all that stuff. But when are we gonna say enough is enough and we ready to go all in? Right. This has been the first time that we don't have a good defense.
Yep.
And a good special teams to back up with our defense.
Right.
Only thing you telling me now is that we missing the offense to complement the defense and the special teams. Bro, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this musical chairs thing with the offensive line, they need to cut that out. We need to make a flat decision on that and get Dak another weapon. Get him a slot receiver, man. Get him a slot receiver, somebody with some speed that can get open, that he can see real quick, and he can get the ball to him. Not this whole, I'm looking for somebody, but I'm going to go to Dalton Schultz with his badass leg. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
What part of the game is that? You know what I mean? This dude want to get on the field because he see these young boys, they doing something. He's not going to get paid from the Joneses. He's not going to get paid from us. But at the same time, too, he's a good piece to this team. But at the same time, too, we have to be in a scoring, efficient scoring offense, man. This is how we help our team. This is how we help our defense if we score points. If we can score 24 points a game, our defense and special teams is going to hold it down.
Right.
Now we're able to close games. Now we're able to hand the ball to Zeke and Pollard and close these games out. But at the same time, too, what happens when Zeke and Pollard get shut down? You got to throw the ball. Dak needs more weapons. You cannot take a weapon away like Amari Cooper away from Dak and expect Dak Prescott to elevate to the next level. And he just getting hurt.
Yoga fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and then, you know, and I can understand Gallup's coming back. So we can't expect Gallup to be 100%. And what he out here doing, he doing what he can do. CeeDee Lamb.
Yoga
man,
fire.
I love CeeDee. I know CeeDee has #1 wide receiver skills, but does he have the heart of a #1? You gotta have heart when you're a #1 receiver, and everybody's keying in on you. Because the reason I say that is because when teams had to come in here and play us in the 90s, they knew they had to come see Michael Irvin. They knew he was gonna bring it.
They did know that. They knew it too. They knew it.
When we had Romo and we had Dez Bryant,
they knew
teams knew they had to come and see that number 88.
They knew it.
And when it was time to shine, who did the ball go to? Even with the no catch in Green Bay, when all fails, come on, man. When all fails, what did Romo do? He threw it up to number 88.
And knew
I knew that was.
And
he threw it up there.
Yep.
And he went and got it. And he went up and got it.
Yep.
In big games. That's what we want to see from CeeDee. We don't want to see CeeDee dropping the ball when he's supposed to hit his head on the goalpost. Now he got his head down looking all stupid and silly in the damn face. Man. That says a lot about you, bro. That says a lot about you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And these drops, they're not just little minor drops. They're big drops in big moments. That's not good, man. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it was a bad pass or it was led too far, too high. I can understand something like that. You know what I mean? Protect yourself a little bit. But when it's in your hands or in your vicinity, you can't say you look up at D-Hop and not go for it. Because D-Hop going for it.
You can't say you look up the D-Hop and not go for it.
And not go get it. Because I agree with you, boss. That pass Dak Prescott threw, it was a risky pass.
It was a dime, though. It was a dime.
You can't tell me that Dez Bryant gonna go get that in that moment. You can't tell me Dez ain't gonna try to go in there and snag that, jump and snag that.
Tell me Dez don't go get that.
That's what I'm saying. It's his effort. His effort ain't good all the time. That effort bar ain't all the way up there. You know what I mean? And I don't put all the blame on CeeDee. I put some of the blame on the Joneses in the move they made with Coop. Coop was helping that dude. They was trying to bond. They was trying to gel the Bills something with those three receivers. And the Joneses did what the Joneses wanted to do. They got rid of him. And you don't think that threw that dude for a loop a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Like, It's all yours. The keys to the car are all yours. Do what you gonna do with it. I don't know if he's all the way ready like that. So, if he's not all the way ready like that, and these Joneses should understand that they got a good team, they should say, damn, we need to put somebody else out here with him. Maybe they can help elevate his game to the next level. Because them boys was competitive in that wide receiver room last year. About who was going to get the touchdown, who was going to score the game-winning touchdowns out here.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember those conversations between him and Coop? Well, Coop said, nah, man, sit down. This is mine.
Oh!
That's what dogs do, right? That's what big dogs do, right? You know what I'm
saying? All right, Tariq, this the deal, though, bro. This the deal.
Yeah.
I don't want people to think because they heard me and West Coast go back and forth that it's a either or, right? Because some people will think you only can get a receiver or you can only get a linebacker. Both need to be better.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go get both. Why not? What's holding you back?
Improve both. See, that just wasn't a question for this show because I've already talked about linebacker 88,000 times. So it was like, let's talk about something new today. Do we need a weapon? We ain't talked about this enough here. So I don't want people to think this is an either or this side versus that side. Now we all on the same side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Because we know Kellen Moore's an F up. We know Kellen Moore's an F up.
Oh, Tariq.
We know that about him.
Tariq.
We know. We not blind out here. We all know. Well, we know Kellen Moore's an F up. But you still need weapons, man.
Yeah,
you still need weapons to win in this league, bro.
Right.
And if we can upgrade with an Odell Beckham that's been to the Super Bowl and won one, or a Brandon Cooks, he's been to a couple Super Bowls. Mm-hmm. That's called experience. Mm-hmm. That's called experience. Mm-hmm. How much experience these dudes really have in big game situations? They got experience in losing big games. Mm-hmm. We got experience in losing big games. Well, why we don't have people on the team that got experience in winning big games?
Hey, Tariq,
that says a lot about you.
Tariq, let me take some more calls, bro. Let me take some more calls. You killing me, dog. I would never hang up if you keep talking.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace, man. Hey, let's go get this sixth one, man.
Let's go get this, man. That was fire, man. Listen, y'all fired up for Tariq, man. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, I'm gonna pause the calls for 1 second, man. Let me talk about the next subjects that we need to talk about real quick. And obviously, that's Quinn going to Philly, right? So, yeah. And somebody say great calls all night. I know these are fantastic calls. Don't call in yet. Y'all let me finish this point on Quinn, and then I'm gonna open up the phone lines one more time. So don't start calling yet, because I don't want y'all to waste, your time, because I'm gonna finish my content first. But obviously, one of the last rumors that's been buzzing around today, this is rumor day. We dealing with all the rumors. So obviously the first rumor that was buzzing around was Neville. So we dealt with that. So now we dealt with the major rumors that been going around, and that's the receivers. And do we need a receiver to help with the all-in process that we trying to see from Jonathan, that some people would think we did with Jonathan, right? But then it's obviously then Quinn to Philly, right? So it's a message that's being sent, in my opinion. Okay, this ain't gonna take me long to break this down. I'm gonna just tell you, I think it's a message that's being sent, in my opinion. I think both teams are recognizing that the time is now. I think both teams are recognizing, because I did a video last week where I said there is no better time to put all your chips in than this year for the top NFC teams. And that's what we're seeing, because the NFC is weaker than it's been in a long time this year. And I think Dallas is seeing it, and I think Philly is seeing it. So when the NFC is weaker, that means if you can strengthen your team, you increase your chances of running through a weaker NFC in the playoffs. So you have Dallas, who made a move, right, based on their weakness, and I think they made a move with Jonathan based on the Philly game. Because if anybody watched closely those third and shorts, Kelsey was clowning. He was literally telling Bohanna, you know what we getting ready to do. See, when your opponent that's in your way is literally showing you, we are getting ready to run right at you and do it, you have to answer. So Dallas answered, i.e. Jonathan. But see, Robert Quinn is different from Jonathan. I'm gonna give y'all my real take on this. Robert Quinn is honestly showing panic on Philly. Panic. You panic. What that's saying, let's be honest, cause remember when I took on them Philly dudes and I put on my thumbnail for the game that the perfect matchup that I was looking forward to out of all the matchups, I said I want to see Steele versus Hassan Reddick, because I wanted Philly to know that y'all wasted your money in an investment that's supposed to do damage to Dallas. You wasted your money. You brought Hassan Reddick to so-called get pressure on our tackles, and you got nothing but womp womp. So you panic. Philly is panicking. See, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't see this Quinn thing as no threat. I don't see this as no threat. I see this as a straight up coward panic. You went and acquired a guy with 1 sack on the year. So you not gonna trick me. You not gonna trick me like I should be worried about you. You not gonna trick me. Now, can Quinn turn up real fast? Yeah, he can. He did it with Dallas. He had hardly any production, but the greatness was in him, and it showed up in a moment. So should we obviously take him serious? Yes. But should we be panicked and worried about Philly? Hell no. We chilling. So when I look at all the rumors that's coming out today, look at all these rumors surrounding Dallas every day. Shit. I'll sum it up like this. And then I'm going to take some more calls. Yeah, and somebody said, boss, did Cowboys win? Yeah, we won. Yeah, we won. And yes, and I'm being honest on that. I'm not trolling Philly. This is dead serious. Them boys is panicking, bro. I ain't falling for it. So Neville, this is what I'm gonna say about that Neville rumor. It looked like it's smoke. It looked like a lot of smoke. And I'm not dumb enough to act like it ain't no fire. I'm gonna say that again. It looked like it's a lot of smoke. And I'm not dumb enough to act like it ain't no fire.
Yoga fire!
It's some fire there. And I think I got a good feeling of what's going on. I really do. Alright? And I would hope that the cooler heads prevail regarding that rumor. On the rumor of... So that was the first one, right? So Neville on the bubble, right? The second one, does Dallas need weapons? Yes. I think Tyreek said it best. When we continue to define our identity as a run identity, we also need to be able to threaten them with real threats on the outside. We got good threats, but we don't have the best threats. I have no problems with strengthening that room to give Dak some very real threats and some cheaper weapons that can still be high value weapons. I'm all the way for that. And then on Quinn to Philly. Philly, man, don't trip, don't stress. They panic. So let me take some calls. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hey, what's going on, boss?
What's up? Who is this?
This Kevin, man. Kevin Brooks, man. Been trying to get him to talk to you for the longest, bro.
Let's get it, Kevin. What's up? You in?
Yeah, I'm in.
What you got?
Nah, I just want to talk to you about, man, what's going on. Like you saying that you all in, the Cowboys we're gonna win, or you all in saying like 1 minute I watched a video where you was talking about the bastard, whatever you call it, but I feel you on it. But I'm saying like this is what really going on. This is what really this is what they do. They pick us up and let us down, man. Like they ain't won shit. What I'm saying, boss, man, I feel like you should don't give in. Like keep your feet on their head. Ever since you been catching your feet on their head, it's been changing.
I appreciate that, Kevin.
It's been changing, boss. I'm telling you, man, keep your their neck, man. Cause look here, man, I've been hurt. I go back to Dak rookie year. Man, I miss church. I miss church to see that game, man. Them niggas was down 183. Look here, after that game, man, I sold everything. Boss, I sold everything. My jerseys, everything. I ain't want nothing part to do with them no more, man. Boss, keep your feet on their neck, man. Don't show no remorse, man. It is what it is. They got to prove to us that they about this winning, bro.
Ooh, I'm liking this call.
They beat.
I'm liking this call. I'm liking it. Keep talking, Kevin. Keep talking.
They beat Detroit, man. Like that, it is what it is. But man, look here, they do it like that. Then we go when we gotta play a team that we probably see in the playoff. Man, they get their head toe up, get a boot up in them. Then we be back on that talking about Gallimore. Talking about Gallimore. Then talking about Dan Quinn and this. I don't want to hear that, bro. Look here, man. Don't hurt me so bad, man. Look here. Them motherfuckers better get to the game to win, go to the championship before I fall all in for them, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody saying. West Cowboy, Mar Home. I listen to all of y'all, man. All of y'all doing some beautiful shit, bro. Beautiful. But I'm telling you, boss, keep your foot on these folks' neck, man, because it shines a light on what they really want. Them folks making money, man. We ain't making no money out of it. You know what I'm just saying. We ain't making no money. We started this shit for the fun. We grew up on this stuff, bro. What I'm saying is, everything you saying, I feel, I'm watching. But, man, if it don't happen, then it happens, because it is what it is, man. Them folks ain't trying to win no goddamn Super Bowl, man. All these goddamn ideas, they need to put you in the front office. You need to go in the front office. You, OT, Comar, West Cowboy, all you niggas need to be in the front office in the Cowboys, in the goddamn office, front office. Everybody up in that motherfucker now need to come out and put y'all in that bitch. And I guarantee it be a train. And I'm gonna tell you something else. They goddamn offensive, offensive coordinator, but he a scout, bro. He seeing the bullshit that going on, but he can't say nothing.
Will, yeah,
ain't
you talking
no
about Will
way he
McClay?
getting all the goddamn talent. Yeah, all the way he getting all the goddamn talent, but he can't do nothing. He see the shit, but they own something else, like what you said, that bounce the video, bro. Man, you expose some shit, bro. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna get out the goddamn phone. Look here, the boy who that brought in the training camp. I watched that shit.
Yeah.
The nigga number was 3. All of a sudden, when the preseason was over, what preseason means, he got number 17.
Yeah.
Look here, Jason Gary, motherfucking ass man, hosting the show on Channel 5, bro. That's some old political shit. We don't you look at it, you see, like, man, what's the number was? Who was Jason Gary's number? What was his number? 17. I'm not the motherfucker, man.
Hi, Kevin, bro. Say, man. Y'all. I need to clip that call out, bro. That boy was. Say, man, that boy was going fed. Yeah, listen, y'all. When y'all call in, man, y'all don't. Oh, man. Oh, man. Say, that was worth it. That's why I see, listen, y'all. That's why I love freestyle, man. I love freestyling with y'all, man. Freestyling is the best. Nobody bring it like y'all. This is my last call. Boss Cowboy Sports.
What's up, boss? It's your boy H-Town. Call it in.
This H-Town Cowboy? This H-Town Cowboy?
Yes, sir.
What's up? Hey, man, first of all, bro, listen, y'all, before you get going, y'all clap it up for H-Town Cowboy, bro. First, y'all clap it up. Because, see, I lived in Houston, bro. I know what you going through down there, dog. I know they hate your guts. I know how H-Town is about Cowboy fans and H-Town. So before you get started, y'all clap it up for the big homie for being in a hostile environment and repping the Cowboys. What you got, big dog?
Man, first of all, that last caller, man, yeah, that boy need to be he needs to be on the PR for the Cowboys. I had to give him that one.
Kevin went hard.
Yes, he did. So, man, all your little questions today, man, that I was watching, I've been watching for about 45 minutes here at the J. So,
yeah.
I got to give it, I'm with West Coast somewhat.
Yeah.
So why don't we send Turpin, down the scene? Just one good time, beginning of the game. Just one good time. We'll power that in the slot. All the things we heard. I don't know what's going on with your boy Tolbert. We spent the third round on him. He was supposed to be, the next Gallup. So I'm not really feeling that. Also, to hit on your linebackers. Where the young boys at? What Clark? What Cox? So, and then the receivers, I'm all in on Noah Brown, bro. I don't know about Washington. Like you said, Washington is the same guy. So we get Wilson back, but I don't see spending no more draft picks unless it's somebody to shore up the defense.
Right.
LVE. Every time I watch him, the man on the wrong shoulder, but I'm not sure if he getting the line getting pushed back into him. So I'm not really sure what Quinn's scheme is to see, because it's only 2 of them out there. But But that H-Town love, boy, man, them boys just hate everything about the Cowboys, man.
I know, bro.
Everything.
I wish people knew how real that was. I just said, bro. Hey,
bro,
that's why I know how it is down there, bro. They hate us worse than Philly.
And that boy, and I be repping. I tell him, man, even though I was raised in the H, I'm an Astros, Rockets guy. Yep. I was born in Oak Cliff, baby. So it's Dallas all day.
Oh, they hate you. Ooh, I know they hate you now. So you in the H-Town, born in Oak Cliff and rep the Cowboys? Oh, they hate you.
Man, me and my kinfolk money, Mike, boy, the family be on us. You know what I'm saying? I got my cousin Ned. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna rep her. She, you know what I'm saying? She in HR up there for them boys. So, you know what I'm saying? Give her a shout out there. Yep. But yeah, even family be on me, bro.
I know,
how
bro.
You gonna be a Cowboy fan?
People have no idea what y'all go through. See,
I appreciate the
Cowboy. H-Town Cowboy. It was H-Town that got my fight game good, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Does it make sense? Like, people be like, damn, boy, that boy Boss can debate. He be fight. H-Town. It was in H-Town, barbershops defending Dallas. You know what I mean? And I would just be by myself against a whole group of H-Town dudes.
Talking about the Oilers or the Titans. I mean, there's so many Titan fans. I'm like, how you going to be a Titan fan, bro? You know what I'm saying? Right. Then they want to rep the Texans. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go back to David Carr era. Or they want to talk about Mike Shaw, but then, Dak ain't good enough. It's always one thing or another, man. But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, big dog. I get my news from you. Keep up the good work, man, and I try to get some content out there to catch up with you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man. Share it and don't get in trouble at the job, big dog.
Man, that's how we do it, baby. I had to call into my partner, man. You know what I'm saying? Catch you live.
Appreciate
it. You know what I'm saying? Because I catch you tomorrow because you got the Boss Candy show. So
yeah, that Boss Candy tomorrow, man. Y'all be there. It's gonna be at 8:00. So y'all come on back.
Yes, sir.
But I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it, boss.
All right, big dog. Thanks for calling. Good call, man. That was H-Town. Let me call my girl, man. I see my girl said she was calling in. I think I know a number coming out of Cleveland. I think that's you. Let me see. Hold on. Is this the homie? Let me see. Let me make sure, man, before I start calling. I don't want to start calling anybody. Because I said that was my last call, but I see. I got to go make sure. Let me call. Let me make sure before I call this number. Let me see. All right. Here we go. I'm finna call this number. I think this you. Hold on real quick. Let me call out with this number. All right, y'all. Y'all be patient, man. I said that was my last call, but that wasn't my last call. Yeah, man. See, now I'm calling you back. Then you better answer. And see, somebody called me from Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm finna call that number because when you call
your call has been forwarded to
I tried to call you. You did call me a lot of times. So I missed a call from Grand Prairie, Texas. So I'm gonna call that Grand Prairie, Texas number. If you don't pick up, I'm gonna end this show. I done called BossCowboySports.
What's up, Boss? It's Star.
Steve, see, Star, don't ever say I ain't got love for you. Your boy Boss done called you. What kind of etiquette is that? Where can you go to where we go call you? Huh?
I'm like, damn. But anyway, I'm glad. And I know you got to get back to the content because you done take a whole bunch of callers. But, talking about CeeDee Lamb, I had sent you something on Twitter from Outlaw Cowboy. He does like a lot of statistics and stuff about CeeDee. Yeah. I mean, not about CeeDee, but about the Cowboys in general.
Uh-huh.
Let me see if I can bring it up. But
I'm looking for it.
Going off if CeeDee is the number one, yes. At first, I was a little bit shaky about that at the beginning of the season. I ain't gonna lie. When Amari left, I was number one in line to be like, CeeDee ain't ready. CeeDee not a number one. Like I'm not can't even lie about that. But when you have to put CeeDee into context, that CeeDee didn't get. He has never really had a complete season with Dak. Even last year, Dak was out of game. I think CeeDee missed like 2 or 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. And it was we were running a weird offense, a lot of option stuff, which we realized this year, that's why there was a lot of miscues with CeeDee and stuff last year that we didn't understand, like what's going on with him. But anyway, you know, when you look at the stats and compare what CeeDee has done with not having his number one quarterback, it says he's 13 in receiving yards amongst wide receivers. And this is with 5 games with a QB, obviously with Cooper Rush, who has a noodle arm. And then he also averages more yards and receptions than Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase, and has more yards after catch than Adams. He's also tied in explosive plays with Kupp. So I just think when you look at those stats in context, if CeeDee if he can be consistent with Dak, meaning if we can play this whole full season, I think you'll really start to see CeeDee emerge. I feel like he's already been emerging. Ever since that drop he did in that Giants game, I think CeeDee has been having pretty solid games. I have not seen him really drop balls like that since. So I think that also speaks to, does he have that dog in him? Can he, like West Coast said, it's not necessarily that he's not going to have any drops, but what does he do after that? I think he's shown that, yes, he is that number one. Now, do we need another weapon? I agree, yes, but not necessarily because I believe Dak needs more, because honestly, Kellen hasn't even figured out how to get Turpin and Pollard really involved in our offense like that. I know we just started putting Turpin on the field, which I think if Dak has a little bit more, as we keep going through the season, I think we'll see Turpin more. But I do think we are an injury away from tragedy.
Yep.
in that wide receiver room, just to be honest, and that's why I think we need another wide receiver. Because let's face it, if CeeDee goes down, and CeeDee's already been on the injury report, if CeeDee goes down and we're stuck with Noah Brown, Gallup, Tolbert, and Turpin, that just sounds like a disaster to me. It doesn't sound like that's going to be good, just to be honest.
Right.
I don't think any of those guys can emerge or can arrive to the point. Because last year when Dak had people forget, Dak played with Gallup as his number one and Noah Brown as his number two, I think, in that Raiders game last year. And yeah, they did all right, but still, when the game was on the line and we needed them to make plays, it just wasn't there. So I really do think we do need to bring some other wide receiver in. Even though we do have Turpin, I still think Turpin is from, I forgot what he played in the USFL, I think. Yeah, so yeah. Turpin comes from that. I just think, I don't know. It's just like Cedric Wilson, like that. Whoever that caller called in and said we need to get off the Cedric Wilson hype train. I like Cedric Wilson, but yes, we went to him and keyed down in that 49ers game. And he just went to bed.
Y'all so unforgiving. If y'all don't get out of here.
Boss, I'm sorry, but I'm okay with bringing Cedric Wilson back, but we can't go. He showed last year we cannot go to you on key down. I mean, he just went to bed. I'm sorry.
I agree.
And
I agree 100% with that. I do.
Yeah,
key downs.
Key downs, yeah. We cannot count on him. So I'm all for, like you said, bringing in OBJ. I actually think OBJ would be a great
Me too.
For this offense.
Great.
And I honestly don't think he'll be problematic, because people were saying he wasn't really problematic over there in Cleveland. I mean, Baker Mayfield, no offense, sucks. So it's like when you have a quarterback who just misses you all the time, like, that stuff is frustrating. But he definitely tried to be a team player there, so I don't think he will come to Dallas and
he married
and cause. Yeah,
got
I
a
don't think
kid.
Come here. Right. I don't think he's gonna come here and be no diva, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I think he'll be all right. But and then what you say?
We just judging. We can't.
Yeah.
We judging.
Yeah.
Like, Yes, he was acting very weird, fighting nets and all that kind of stuff, but that was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's like we gotta let him live. And I do think OBJ, I think he wants another championship. He's nearing the end of his career.
And he
He
cold.
would come here. Yeah. He still got. I think he would come here, and I think he would really help. And I think he would be a team player. I don't think that he would cause any problem. I really don't think that. So I'm good with OBJ. With Moore, I mean, I'd love to have DJ Moore, but I was looking at his contract. I'm like, Stephen Jones would not. Stephen's definitely not going to do that. It's just
Right.
He's supposed to. I think he's supposed to get like 15 mil or 16 mil next year. I don't see the Cowboys pulling the trigger like that just for financial reasons. If they do, I mean, we should do a full celebration,
Facts.
throw a party. But
Yeah, that mean we serious. That mean we really trying to win a Super Bowl now.
Right.
But
I mean,
we ain't doing that.
If Stephen do that, we could no longer call him Baby Nuts at all. He would
at all.
not be Baby Nuts if
No.
he goes and gets DJ Moore. That would be That would be huge.
That would be it.
But
That would do it. That's facts.
Exactly. that would silence the whole league. That would silence. I think it would put fear in the hearts of the whole league too. With
What?
DJ Moore, but
What? Man, the whole league
they
could
would
be.
have a, Yep.
They would
have a
already
lot of
know.
fear.
We would instantly become top 2 in power rankings. Instantly.
Instantly. We already at number 4, so I know we added DJ Moore. I mean, it would really put the fear guy in the league.
The fear of the Lord.
But do I think Stephen does it? No. But
No.
he could surprise us. But I do think somebody more realistic to bring in would be Elijah Moore or Denzel Mims or Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
I think those three.
Yeah, I would love. Yeah, those are more in line what we really would do. You know what I'm saying? DJ Moore is what you give your dad for Christmas, but you know he not gonna do it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, see, DJ Moore is that gift you ask. You know you ain't gonna get it, but you just have some faith and just, you think. Maybe if my parents hit the lottery, they'll do it.
Right, it's just thinking daddy might show up and do it, but it's like.
But those other guys, they fit and they fit well, and all I want is an improvement in that room, and I want to lower the risk. Because the key thing that you said that I don't think a lot of people caught is that room is also an injury away from crisis. See, that's what a lot of people didn't catch. See, I caught what you said. That the receiver room is an injury away, a key injury away from major crisis. You know what I mean? So I caught it. So if it's any room that you want to strengthen, it's the receiver room. And then I also agree with linebacker. I do agree with that. But I also know you should absolutely add a key weapon. But let me get on out of here, man. Y'all messing up my late night hype, man. I done made an exception for you. Remember that.
I'm sorry about that, boss. Damn it, I wanted to tell you one more thing before we
God
get
dog,
off.
not no more.
Just one more thing. About what Tariq said. When he said you can't run the ball, you're going to need weapons. And I think that's key because if you look at the 2018 playoff game, we played the Rams. Yes, we did get ran through, but a key thing that hurt our offense is Zeke wasn't able to run that much. He only got 60 yards. And I'll leave you with that, boss.
So I put my cash up there because you owe me cash now. You done went into overtime. So Boss Cowboy Sports, y'all put some cash in there, god damn it, because y'all been going way long on these calls and y'all got me way late on my late night hype. All right, let me get up out of here, man. No, but I enjoyed it. I always enjoy it, man. Glad you called in. Very good call. I appreciate it. So listen, y'all. Yeah, you too. And so I want to definitely get with y'all about these rumors. And then obviously, Boss Candy, we gonna handle the matchup with Chicago tomorrow. We faithfully talk about the next opponent, and we do a good job of really breaking down the next opponent that's coming up. We got a lot of new things coming up with Boss Cowboy Sports. I want to thank everybody for rocking with me, man. Y'all can be in a lot of places, but y'all choose to rock with your boy. Also, get them likes up for your boy. Don't forget, just don't forget, please don't forget that one of the most thankful things you can do when you appreciate the type of content that we bring over here. And it's not just me, it's the OC, it's Coach Marv, it's Amp, it's Law Nation, it's Big Game James. We got a good family of people that's very committed to bringing y'all the best content. Candy, Picante, obviously Keystone. We got a lot of people that we work as a group to just bring y'all the best content possible. So the best thing you could always do is hit that like. And then obviously, man, a lot of y'all do put in the Cash App. We appreciate that. But I'm not here to act like a televangelist. I'm not gonna ask y'all for money all night. That ain't what I'm here to do. I'm here to give y'all some content. But until tomorrow, where we gonna be dropping more videos and giving you more content. And I appreciate Kevin. I appreciate all the callers, but Kevin was the one that I really needed to hear. Cause Kevin told me something that I needed to hear. My boy Kevin say, boss, keep your foot on they neck. Yes, sir. You can count on me, dog. I'ma stay loyal. I'm not gonna be devoted. I'm not gonna get nice. I'm gonna call out continually the things that's in the way of us winning a ring. I'm not gonna stop. And I appreciate you putting that key in my back, dog. Cause sometimes I ain't gonna lie. When you sounding the alarm on things that can hurt us and you serious about it, a lot of times you feel alone. A lot of times you wish people would have your back on things you seeing. But you out there almost by yourself. But he right. Kevin was right. Stay on it, bruh. I feel that, Kevin. I felt that. He don't ease up. If everybody else wants sugar content, let them do it. If everybody want to be cheerleaders, hey, we're going to win. It's nothing that can stand in our way. We're the Dallas Cowboys for life. Cool. And I ain't mad at that. Do your thing. My thing is, if I see a problem, I'm going to address it. Wherever it is, I'm going to address it. That's my show. That's the OC. That's how we rock. We solve problems and we come at it hard. That's what we do. And I appreciate that, Kevin. That was the key I needed, and that's the key I'm gonna take. Y'all stay up.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.
Shout out Sean.